Loudmouth hard-left Labour MP Apsana Begum is still living in a taxpayer-funded council house despite earning mega money. Is this a window, do you think, into the socialist entitled benefits Britain that awaits us under Labour? It certainly raises serious questions about how people can game the system and live a life on the taxpayer take, which of course is not what Ms Begum is doing here at all. Radical pro-Palestine Begum attacked the Tories last week for having no solutions to the housing crisis. In fact, it's been a theme of her time as an MP since she was elected in 2019.
In London, we have a very, very severe housing crisis. We know that 800 people alone died rough sleeping last year. We know that homelessness has gone up. We know that there isn't enough social housing being built. I'm angry that we struggle with the housing crisis and the near impossible situation of having soaring monthly rents, which all too often means people, particularly those on low incomes, are faced with an increased risk of homelessness. And we must be very clear that those with the broadest shoulders and with the deepest pockets must pay their fair share.
Oh, really? Well, now it's turned out that despite being on just under £90,000 a year, and there are question marks over whether or not she's actually on more than that, she's living in a flat that supposedly we're all paying for. In a sense, she's got her hand out twice, hasn't she? We pay her wages and then we pay for our house. I've got a solution. Go and rent your own home. Stand on your own 2 feet. Now, this woman was endorsed by radical left-wing group Momentum, nominated on an all-woman shortlist. She's escaped punishment for standing alongside the Palestine Solidarity campaign that responded to the Hamas attack by organising a demonstration outside the Israeli embassy. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here, shall we, because they are pretty damning. The average salary where Begum lives is just over £30,000 a year. The average salary in the UK is just shy of £35,000. That's nearly a third of her £86,500 salary as an MP. In her area, there are around 20,000 people on the housing waiting list, and she is living in a council flat despite being an MP. She said years ago that she thought she didn't really need the council flat. Well, she's part of the problem, though, then, isn't she? Many people will find it absolutely insane that somebody earning roughly 90k a year can still claim benefits. But here we are in modern Britain, and people are happy to do it. Now, in August 2023, 22.6 million people were claiming some form of benefits in England, Scotland and Wales. In London, 47.6% of social housing occupants are reportedly immigrants. It is expected that £14.3 billion will be spent on housing benefits this year. That includes people like Ms Begum, apparently. Analysis of Office for National Statistics data from 2020 to 2021 showed a record 54.2% of people, that was 36 million at the time, now live in households which received more in benefits than they contributed in taxes. In places like Lambeth in London, where the average rent is £2,745 a month, people who've just arrived to this country can get it subsidised at around £487 a month. And today it's emerged that migrants are being given taxpayer-subsidised social housing just off the Portobello Road in London. They can pay £151 a week for a 3-bedroom property, apparently. Normally that will be 860 quid a week, and they are allowed to sublet their spare rooms, to rent them out, and to keep the profits. This is an absolute mickey take. People are bang at it in this country when it comes to claiming benefits. We have the highest tax burden since World War II, and your taxes are paying for people like Apsana Begum. Are you happy about that? Now, we approached Apsana Begum for comment, and she failed to get back to us.